All those bright, cheery faces. Sometime when you come to the center, all of you need to come up here and get to see what we look at. It's a happy, happy occasion. And I'm so glad to be here this morning and to share with you this, this wonderful lesson that I prepared. I have used the seven spiritual laws of success by Deepak Chopra, and one of my all-time favorites, Love and Law. I've extracted from that for today, and also Dr. Holmes' Science of Mind textbook. So you have a compilation of Watch Me Grow, Watch Me Grow. So what I can say this morning is, beautiful beings and wonderful ones, I'm so glad that we're all here together, anticipating winter and knowing that the spirit that we are is alive and well and dancing in our hearts. And I know that life is so good. Does this sound ringy to you? Am I okay? It sounds tinny. Okay?
Watch you grow.
Watch me grow? Okay.
Watch me grow.
All of us make life good. Each and every one of us do, by the very nature of our presence in the universe. As we come forth, we sing our own song, we live our life, we are the excited individualization of the one spirit. In your minister's book for a suggested reading, Dr. Chopra shares that we're placed here on the planet to do three things. To discover ourselves, and I've been looking for a long time and working on that path, and to express our talents, our gifts to be given, and to serve humanity. And each and every one of us have that opportunity wherever we go, whatever we do, to look at that person that we meet on the path of today. As I'm making contact with all of you, we make that contact. We make that contact. Chopra is very clear and assures us that the access to unlimited growth and abundance is a given. We just need to discover ourselves and discover that goodness that comes into our life. Using our unique talents and giving our gifts and serving mankind. By doing this, your abundance in every area of relationships, health, wellness, financial, whatever, is assured. We just live the good life. We just live the good life. Dr. Holmes has written in this book something that has really spoken to me, and I've read it 3 times this morning and many times during the week, and I want to share with it now. Your final emancipation will be written by your own hand, or will never be written at all. It will be thought out by your own mind. It will govern your own consciousness as it recognizes the supremacy of mind, the infinite impulse of spirit, and your own divine birthright to use it. In other words, the final determination of your healing is up to you and your acceptance of your truth. So there again, that wonderful gift that we speak about so often, and I mentioned it later in the lesson today, is dominion, volition, and choice. In the book of Webster, Reverend Michael referred last week to, was it St. Webster, the 9th Collegiate Dictionary edition, grow is defined as to spring up and develop to maturity. Well, this morning you're going to journey with me. I've been working on the growing up, and the maturity is not an option in my life. I've worked at it for a long time, but you know, you just got to be what you are, and you got to learn and grow in the science of mind philosophy and enjoy a better life. Who cares if you get younger? That's what it's all about, is to live and to share. I think of that wonderful Lynn. What a source of inspiration she's been to all of us. You know, numbers are only numbers. I do have an enlisted phone number, but other than that, everything else is open. So, and that's not enlisted anymore because it's on our cards here at the church and all of the church ideas. So call me anytime. I'm always there. And if I don't answer, I will give you a return call. I'm good about that. Well, many of you know that I was born here in Chico and attended local schools. And for the past 30 years or so, I've experienced and expressed living the science of mind. And it has enriched my life. I look at it as a blueprint for life, giving life its purpose, or my life its purpose. My growth in spiritual awareness does not depend upon the outer things. It's what is within me. I know that every circumstance and condition occurring in my life contributes to my spiritual evolution. I'm the responsible party. I call it forth. I live life one moment at a time, and when I do that, it allows me my total expression, So many times we think of, in my day job it happens to be that, we're always working down in the calendar in 2 weeks, 6 weeks, a month, whatever it is. But the important thing is to stay centered in this moment. When we do that, there's a calmness and assurance and a support measure that comes to us. And I know that when I stay in that consciousness, my path is filled with love and light, and it creates that which I choose. I have the intellect, and I have the mind to use and do those things, but like I shared earlier, the maturity part I will work on, I promise you, I will. That's kind of questionable, though. Spirit always whispers, go have fun, go have fun. My early life, and stay up until age 3.5, was a verbally silent one. I was a fourth child. I had 2 older brothers and an older sister. I did not speak a word until after my 3rd birthday. They did the talking for me. And my father, bless his heart, and those happy memories that I hold of him, he always said, well, it took the first 3 years to learn how to talk, and the rest of your life and to know when to shut up. But you get me for 20 minutes more this morning. Life is filled with communication. Whatever we do, wherever we go, there's some form of communication. Now, Friday night I had a little, I won't say trouble, an opportunity with communication when I ordered my food. Because the man in the taco truck, or food truck, didn't speak English, and my Spanish was less than his English. He smiled. I did get something, whatever it was very good. It was a burrito, and I'd never had one in my life. Can you believe living here, I've never had a burrito? Born right here in Chico? Golly, there's beans and onions and all that good meat, and I'd never ever tried one rolled up. It was great. When we communicate, when we use one word at a time on a regular basis, we live a successful life. We can talk, we can express, and we can know from the other person on the path. You know, we read people, body language. We express our total commitment to life through our talking. Today I feel I'm rather successful in communicating. Some of you may differ, and I know Reverend Michael at times, when he holds up one finger like that, it's time out, Louie. So I'm learning that too. What I have found out is that the Science of Mind textbook assures me to be happy and begin life in communication right where we are. This is the best that it is, this moment today. So come grow with me and discover the wisdom that Dr. Holmes, our beloved founder, has presented to us. Holmes, in his affectionate, clear, and timely manner, gave that wonderful excerpt that I read early on. I'm going to share it with you again because I think it has such merit. Your final emancipation will be written by your own hand, or it will never be written at all. It will be thought out by your own mind. It will govern your own consciousness as it recognizes the supremacy of mind, the infinite impulse of spirit, and your own divine birthright to use it. In other words, the final determination of your healing is up to you and your acceptance of your truth. We all want to know our own truth. We want to live that truth. And when we do, we are assured that we will grow and move on. I believe the greatest gift of science of mind has and is the choice factor. We have the choice to make the decisions. And if we make a decision that we don't like, we have the ability through the thought process to change that to something that will work for us. And that's the beautiful way to live our lives. We demonstrate at our ability to know. And as we progress in the study of this science of mind and religious science, our abilities are enhanced by the use of treatment, meditation, coming to Sunday lessons, and going to classes. All of this enhances our growth and our unfoldment with joy. When we use the laws of religious science, that cause and effect, we are allowed, by the very process of that, to transpire and transform and allow our life to be even better than it is. We are free in thought by the use of our thought. Today, did you think that when you awakened that you were going to make a decision immediately? Well, obviously you did, and I'm so grateful that you all got out of bed and chose to come here this morning. Kind of cool. I could have rolled over. It was not quite 6 o'clock. It was dark, and I thought, wouldn't it be easy to roll over and take a little more snooze? But we come to Sunday celebration to enhance what we know, to support ourselves as we grow in this. You might have stayed home, too wet to mow the lawn, I think, and certainly too cold and not enough leaves to rake. So the choice was good, and you made this minister happy by coming here today. So I'm glad we're all in celebration together. What you have done by doing this, you have used the choice dominion, and you have used volition, what Dr. Holmes has always assured us in everything that we do. And I want to say that you're all perfect students because you showed up, and that's great. And those in Tuesday night class, I want to share with you, that some of you that are here, that by showing up, today, that sort of, you were supposed to do 4 hours of good stuff, so this is part of your 4 hours, so you have credit. So if you slack off a little bit, it's okay. It's okay. One of my greatest, we'll call her a mentor, one of my greatest source of inspiration in the metaphysical movement has been Mary Baker Eddy, the founder of Christian Science. And this wonderful quote I went through and as preparing my lesson, and I found it, and it spoke to me many years ago, and it certainly spoke to me when I was putting it all together yesterday afternoon. Mind sees what it believes as clearly as it believes what it sees. Let's say that again. Mind sees what it believes as clearly as it believes what it sees. Friday evening at the Falls Fiesta was a success because so many made the choices. They saw what was needed, they did it, we had a good time, and the center was prospered greatly by that. And I want to at this time thank Steve and Catherine and Karen Schmidtke, our co-chairs. And I also want to shout out a thank you to Patty LaRue and Kay Cohen and Cheryl Connolly and Marion Tom Suttles. They did a spiritual experience for us. And Sam Nashar, Kathleen, Terrell, all of them, anyone that I've forgotten, I apologize. And, Diana, I'm getting to her, just a minute. Because we had the 3 enchiladas that sang and entertained us. There was cheese, chicken, and beef. That was Diana, Drinia, and Michael Acosta. And it was a wonderful, wonderful event, and it was a perfect evening. Let me tell you, I was assured, because I sometimes let that fear factor, false evidence appearing real, to creep into a thought. Anybody ever have that happen to them? Well, Stephen told me, he said, Louie, it's going to be 72 degrees at 8 o'clock on Friday night. And it was. It was warm, it wasn't windy, it was a perfect evening. So by everybody holding that good thought, by everybody doing volition and dominion and all the good choices that we made, they made it right, and it all happened just the way it was supposed to. They all joined in service and consciousness. And when we come together in that collective consciousness, we're a mighty moving force for good. Our teaching is that way. That when we support and sustain our unfoldment, it is the promise of this truth. What I have come to learn is that the past holds no power over me, and the future holds no fear. It's only what I place in a negative thought. And as I grow and grow and grow, I have found out that harmony, joy, and strength is the beauty of this eternal presence. It is what keeps it all together. It's the stick-em on the scotch tape, so to speak. If we misuse it or don't use it, that's when we have the difficult moments. I don't know if any of you read your horoscope, but yesterday morning I was having my cereal before I came down here to do some things here at the center. And I want to thank everybody again for doing all that cleanup and schlocking all the tables in and all that good stuff. So yesterday I thought, well, I'll just kick back and have my flakes, my banana, and I was reading my horoscope and it said, see what is required at work and set your sights on the end results. So I did that. Today you're hearing my inner thoughts that I thought about yesterday and all week long, my little notes, my post-its that I keep along, my return to the love and law, my return to the 7 spiritual laws, to the textbook. And what we get is this lesson today. As it unfolds, I'm growing, and so are you. It's always amazing when we make a statement. I thought, well, I probably will speak 884 words in my lesson today. And we always number them. I don't know if you ever did that, Caroline, when you wrote your lesson. I see how many words. I keep it at the bottom of my page. Well, when I finished last night, or yesterday when I completed my lesson, I had 904 words. So it was a pretty good guess. My truth was known. What I do know, too, as I come to conclusion, is I grow as a student of this science. I'm made aware a divine love makes my life new each day because I choose to employ it. I bring it in. I take what I need, use the best, and leave the rest. From my experience each day is God's wisdom guides me. That's what I know. What I know is my divine truth. And I know that this wisdom has given me tolerance and patience. It's given me the use of love and knowledge and understanding. It is a great, great good. Each of us have been placed on the planet to serve. And we're here together in our family unity. And for that I'm very, very grateful. I'm very pleased to be able to be in this midst. We express our talents and we serve humanity. And as I look out on you today, each and every one of you, I know that all of you beautiful beings, you're special, sacred souls, each and every one, giving your gifts, sharing your gift. And I know and affirm for each of you that life is good because you make it that way. And my lesson ends in love. We have a Science of Mind moment, and